guys, and welcome to another Era of Chaos video. Guys, today we're talking about the weapon feature. I know that I mentioned I will do a video a couple of months from now, but I got some pretty useful insights from certain weapons and certain characters, so I decided to share what is my current opinion on the feature in general. Now, you can tell that I'm not really investing heavily in my Naga sword. It is currently at 1 star. I spent like $50 to get it here. It decreases the duration of stun, slow, freeze, and silence by 50%. That's really important for her. If Naga is silenced and or stunned, she cannot really do her Magic Awakening, so she isn't that helpful. Though the 2-star Awakening seems also good, so I'm working on it, and it's getting even better at 6 stars Awakening. A lot of people are saying that the Naga Sword turns Naga into a great unit once again. And they might be right, and I might be wrong, because I said in the beginning that I wouldn't invest in the Naga Sword, and I still am sticking with it. And the reason why I'm not doing it is because my giant has everything I need when it comes to damage. However, recently everything changed. You know, in Arena what I would do is I would remove Naga. I don't need Naga, because my giant can kill them all in seconds, so I'm not really bothering doing anything with my Naga, and usually I would put a third tank there. However, something happened in the weapons again, and a Death Knight, while Death Knight appeared with 3-star weapon, and he absolutely slaughtered my giant. And if my Angelic Alliance didn't trigger, then probably I would lose. So let me show you what happens here. Oh, it's expired, that's really bad. But anyways, I lost my arena position yesterday, and it was mainly thanks to the Death Knight and the weapon. And from there on, I said to myself, you know what, if this guy has a way to eliminate my giant that easy, probably I have to go for another damage dealer, and this damage dealer is Naga. Of course, I don't lose every single time. As you can see, he tried on some occasions and he couldn't succeed, but at this particular stage, if he further invests in his Death Knight, I would need some other source of damage, not only my giant. My giant won't be enough. So I would say that slowly but steadily I would invest something in a Naga weapon. Not everything, not all, but something. As you can tell, I'm very close to 6-star, and it really depends on your enemies. If your enemies are mainly Dragon Mutera, for example, you don't have to care about that. However, if you have a lot of strong Necropolis, even though that's very unlikely to happen, but if this is the case, then I would advise you to invest something in Naga. I'm currently trying to get my Naga to 6 stars. Probably this will happen next month or in the end of this month. It won't make huge difference, but still it will be good to have her at 6 stars, and I will invest some points in the weapon. With that said, when it comes to the weapon itself, it is good to know that these stats you're seeing, the increasing stats, it is increasing your base stats. It's not increasing your some other stats. So let me tell you what I mean. Currently, if I get to 6 on my refinement progress, I will increase my attack by 45. But it's not going to happen, it will be much more, because if I look at my attack of my Naga, if you memorize every single of the stats, basic, this is not really the basic. I know it's misleading, it says basic, but it's not actually your basic attack. The basic attack is hidden, you don't know it. So I have basic, artifact, roster, talent, and so on and so on. If I increase my level of the weapon, I will get much more attack than 45. As you can tell right now, it is much more than 45. Because it seems that the stats you're increasing by leveling up your weapon are the basic stats, and that's very useful. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is, before you get to the weapons in general, you have to ask yourself the question for what you need the weapon, for what you need the unit. Currently, for example, the Manticore can have a weapon awakened all the way to 6 stars. Now I checked quickly what are the bonuses for the Manticore, and they mainly damage. And the thing is, you see, Manticore critical hit increase by 300. Each normal attack causes additional damage equal to 50% of your attack when fighting. The thing is, I use Manticore mainly for its passive in my Zeron formation, so I don't care about Manticore attack, I don't care about Manticore attack speed. Of course, this will come in handy. If I can get it for free, I always get it because it will help me a little, but this is not why I'm using the Manticore. And on top of that, my charging roster sucks, because the only charging unit I ever use is the Manticore. So investing tons of money and resources in leveling up the weapon of Manticore won't be a good idea at all. So what I do instead is I identify which unit is going to be uh, the best choice for me investing all weapon resources. And currently, this is the Pegasus. Reason being, my gem lacks damage. And if I can give her another damage dealer apart from the elf, that would be great. Currently, the Pegasus is doing just fine. I want the Pegasus to be doing great. I want my gem to start doing damage. Probably this will change as well when I get the Mantis, but we are 2 or 3 months away from the Mantis, I think. So until then, I will do my best to rank the longbow and to get at least 2-3 stars. Because once again, gem is one hero out of the 3 main heroes that I use in almost every game mode, and I want to fix the biggest flaws of them. For example, my Devil biggest flaw is that he doesn't have great emblems. So, and sooner, or actually sooner, very very soon, he will start getting weaker and weaker because I don't have good emblems on him. So what I will do, currently my best emblems are on my giant, and he is the strongest giant in the server, more than 500k power. What I'm doing in the background is I am stacking this thing, Wall of Knowledge. It's a very good emblem for the giant, so at some point I will, when I get to +3 or +4 of my Wall of Knowledge, I will transfer it to my giant, and I will transfer my great emblems, the Power of Assassin, to my Devil, because if you don't have strong Devil, your Zero won't work. So this is the way I will fix the problem I have with my Inferno squad. And when it comes to my Gem squad, the thing I need is damage. I have sustainability, I have heal, I have shields, I have strong tanks, but I don't have damage. In a lot of cases I will draw in a match in arena because I cannot kill the enemy. They will just survive, my damage isn't enough. This is the reason why I'm investing in the weapon of the Pegasus. So once again, it all depends on what is your strategy, what you lack, and what you deem as important. Once again, my Naga is important, but it isn't that important because my giant, once again, is killing them all. So investing here in a weapon of the Naga will be good, but it won't be a game changer for me. Because currently, I'm doing good in all game modes, only thanks to the giant. So I don't need that extra damage. The moment I feel that I start to need it, then probably I'll invest in Naga weapon. Currently, for example, in arena, once I swap my Paladin for Naga in my defense, as you can see, I'm currently holding the Necropolis player, and this is all I need. For the moment, I won't be able to do that with my Naga. Then, of course, I will probably get to invest in a weapon. But for now, I have other priorities. For example, Paladin is getting Awakened next week, and I want to make sure, just look at this, he just teleports to my, actually in this case, for some reason, he just teleported to my Judicator, I have no idea why, but he died and he just got melted. You see 15 seconds, absolutely annihilated, and when he's trying to get to my Giant, he is much more successful. Let me see whether this was the case. Yeah, he will try to go for my Giant, and basically he can destroy my Giant. This is how good the Death Knight weapon is, and I think is the weapon function is transforming a game. It's a game changer, not going to lie. However, once again, you have to identify what you need. Of course, if you are Kraken, you're just spending here and there, of course, you can go ahead and buy any weapons that's for units that you use. It won't be detrimental to you, right? It will help you. But if you are not a Kraken and you have limited resources, you have to identify what you need. As you can see currently, even if he somehow kills my Giant, I will still have my Naga alive. And this is all I need, you know, to finish the game. And one more thing, guys, I know a lot of you are saying that Naga with 6-star weapon is getting great, and I partially agree with that. She's great, but she's not better than the Titan. Now, let me demonstrate. I'm going to fight the strongest Astro in the server. He has a lot of power advantage over me, he has artifacts advantage over me, and he has Naga, which has 5 stars awakening, 6-star weapon, level 61, so it cannot get better than that. Now I have to agree that his emblems are not the best. When I'm saying not the best, I mean they don't have high fusion. Jealousy kind of works okay for Naga. And now let's try to fight this guy. I will fight him, and I won't be even using Naga, you see? I'm just going to use my mage instead of Naga, and I will fight him. I'm not going to use Naga Walk. If you don't know what Naga Walk is, it's a very easy technique to make sure that the Naga walks in front of the tank and then kill her easily. I can make that happen, but I'm not using it on purpose. I want to fight him without using any Sneaky moves. Let's see what's going to happen. I lost. Okay. I lost. Let's see. Now, let's compare the damage. Look at his Naga. Look at my Giant. Now, what happened is his Naga died at second 26. So she did great in this fight, but still she died. It was one of the first unit to die in his formation. Now let's try to fight again. Probably I was unlucky. You know, these fights sometimes can be decided by one good critical hit or something. Let's try to fight this guy once again. Remember, he has extremely good Naga, and on top of that, his Naga, thanks to her weapon, additionally boosts the damage of his Titan. Let's see. This time I won. And I am not even using Naga. So, once again, if you can afford to have Naga at 6 stars, definitely it will be beneficial to your Astral squad. But if you can't, if you have limited resources, you're wondering what to do with them, I would say just wait for now, see what's going to happen in your server, whether you have a lot of other, I don't know, strong Necropolis users or something that will destroy your Giant. And if this is the case, then you can invest something in Naga. But even at 6 stars weapon, even at a level 60 weapon, 5 stars awakening, Naga still doesn't perform as good as Giant. So, bottom line, the weapon feature is a great feature. It can turn the tides in battles. However, you have to be careful whether you invest your resources. Okay guys, this is going to be all from me for today. See you next time. Take care and stay safe.
Perfect.